Hello and welcome to another video. Usually we run decimal numbers, commonly in mathematical problems, but sometimes we run whole numbers in real life situation for an easy reminder memory. So in this video, we'll practice on rounding whole numbers. What are whole numbers? So whole numbers are all counting numbers and the zero. Here we count from 1. So we count items from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And when they say whole numbers, we include the 0. And here we have some example. Now, to better understand how to round whole numbers, first of all, let's see the questions. So the first question, they say round 1,479 to the nearest hundred. The second question rounds the same number to the nearest 10, and the last one to the nearest 1,000. So we need this chart to better understand how to round whole numbers. So let's understand the charts. Here we have place value. So 1,479, if you write it, you'll see that from right side to the left side, we have 9 located in ones place. You have a 7 for tens place, 4 for hundreds place, and the 1 to thousands place. Now, there are some steps we need to follow to round these whole numbers. And let's see the steps. The first one, locate the place value that you want to round to. So as the first question, when they said round 1,479 to the nearest 100, so we want to round to the 100 place. So we're gonna locate the digit for 100. After that, the next step said, look at the place value to the right. If that digit is 5 or greater, round up the digit you located in step 1. Then change all the right side digit to 0. So the step 1 is the step I highlighted here in yellow. Okay, so to be specific, because I want to round 1,479 to the nearest 100. So let's go here. I'm gonna highlight or I'm gonna locate that place value. So 4 represents the 100. So locate the place value you want to round to. So you want to round to the nearest 100. So I locate 4. Now look at the place value to the right. So to the right, the place value here, we have a 7. Then let's use the blue to represent that. So the yellow is the 100 place, and the blue, the place after the 100 place. So the place value to the right. Now, if that digit is 5 or greater, I'm reading again the steps, round up the digit you locate in step 1. So yes, 7 is greater than 5. Okay, it's 5 or greater. So what I will do here, we're gonna round up the 4. So the 4 will change to 5. And now they said, so the 4 will change to 5. Let's write it here, 5. And they say, then change all the right side digit to 0. So the 7 will be 0, 9 will be 0. Therefore, we have 1,500 for the first question. 1,500. So to round 1,479 to the nearest 100, the answer is 1,500. What about the second one? 1,479. So we'll do the same thing, but this side is for the nearest 10. Okay, we go back. So let's clear this and we redo the same thing with 10. So again, what digit represents the 10? It is 7. So in yellow, I highlighted the 7, which is the first step. Now blue, the second step. Look at the place value to the right. That place value here is 9. And we check. If that digit is 5 or greater, round up the digit you locate in step 1. Okay, so yes, 9 is 5 or greater. Therefore, the 7 will be up. And up means here, we're going to have 8. And they say, then change all the right side digit to 0. And here we have only one value we change to 0. So we have 80, but the left numbers stay the same. So this time we have a 1,480, which is the answer to the second question. So 1,480 means we round this 1,479 to the nearest 10. The last one, the same number but to the nearest 1,000. So again, we go back to the chart we are using here with the steps. Let's clear this. Okay, so this time because they say nearest 1,000, so my color, the yellow color, goes into 1, which represents the 1,000. So we locate that. Now we look at the place value. So the blue color we're gonna use for 4. Now the question is 4 5 or greater? No. No. So that means what? Let's go here. So we're gonna check this condition now. If that digit is less than 5, which is the case here, 4 is less than 5, do not change the number in the place value you want to round to, which is in the step 1. That means what? Here we will not change the yellow. So the yellow value, which is 1, will stay. But what we do? Change all the right side digits to 0. So we're going to have 4 change to 0, 0, 0. So we have 1,000. So the answer to this question is 1,000. Means we want to round 1,479 to the nearest 1,000. The answer will be 1,000. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, most practice questions. Okay. Here we have 544 to the nearest 100. 544 to the nearest 100. Based on the steps, again, the first thing to do here is to locate the digit for the 100. Let's use yellow, and that digit here for the 100 is 5. Okay, we check the right side. So again, I follow the same colors I used before. So the right side we have a 4. 4 is less than 5. That means what? I'm in the second condition. Yeah, if that digit is less than 5, do not change the number. Okay, so because 4 is less than 5, we don't change the digit representing the 100, which is the 5. That's the, but 4 becomes 0. Therefore, we're going to have the answer to this question as 500, because this uses 0, and they have a 5. Okay, so nearest 100 for 544 is 500. 76. Okay, for this question here, 76 to the nearest 10. Okay, first of all, we locate. So again, using YOLO, that 7 represents the 10. We check on the right side, and we have a 6. 6. Is it 5 or greater? Yes. Okay, therefore, we will increase. So we round up the 7, not the 6, but the 7. Okay, and the 6 will be 0. So the answer for this question here will be 80. 76 to the nearest 10 is 80. We continue. 1058 to the nearest 100. So again, what digit represents the 100? That's the yellow. And the yellow is that 0. On the right side, we have a 5. So blue is 5 or greater? Yes. Therefore, we're going to round up the 0 and change anything else on the right side of a 0 to 0. Okay, so if you round up the 0, we're going to have 1, and the other thing 0. So 1100. The last question, 11,632 to the nearest 1,000. So which digit here represent the 1,000? Let me use again my yellow color. So we have 1. Okay, on the right side of that digit, we have 6. Is it 5 or greater? Yes. Therefore, we're going to increase the 1, which is the yellow we highlight. So we have a 2 there. Anything else on the right side is 0. So you have a 12,000. Which is the answer to this question. So in another video, I will explain again this using a different method, which would not be a chart method. And I hope, using 2 different methods will help you to better understand the concept and know what strategy use when you have a question like this. Okay. Thank you.